I know you're clicking into this video thinking that why someone would think that Stanford MBA is not worth doing and questioning its value. My name is Calvin. Welcome to my channel. Let me tell you why in this video. Everyone knows that Stanford Graduate School of Business is one of the best business schools on earth. No question about that, unless you're from geographically remote area. Its MBA graduates hired by the best companies in the world with highest possible salaries. For example, out of all 391 graduates of class of 2020, 265 were seeking for employment. 91 got job offer by 3 months after graduation. Of those who have accepted offers, the median base salary is $156,000, which is actually even better than HBS's. 71% has expected performance of bonus with a median of $40,000. Median signing bonus is $26,500. 41% received equity, but the amounts are not disclosed. That's an amazing employment result. Rarely can a business school achieve that. Of course, they're hired by the best companies like Google, Amazon, Facebook, Twitter, Microsoft, Tesla, JP Morgan Chase, Morgan Stanley, Bain, BCG, McKinsey, Goldman Sachs, etc. However, with that said, and regardless of the good words and phrases that people say about the school and their graduates, their students, is this really worth going to Stanford for an MBA? Today, we're going to find out from financial perspective. Before we dive into our calculation, I admit that there are some flaws about these calculations. However, they don't stop us from drawing reasonable conclusions. We're going to start with an assumption which is necessary for our calculations. According to GMAC, Graduate Management Admission Council, getting an MBA can increase one's salary by about 24% to 59%, of course depending on industry. We're going to take the middle number 41.5% and apply it to the median base salary of Stanford MBA to figure out their salaries before MBA. The result is $110,247. We're going to round it to $110K to make our calculation easier. So Stanford MBA were making about $110K on average before they start pursuing their MBA at Stanford. Now let's figure out their opportunity cost before we finding out their tuitions and other expenses. With 2% salary raise every year, the opportunity cost for the 2-year MBA program at Stanford is about $222,200. Before tax, $155,623 after tax, if it's in California. We're going to use California for our tax calculation purpose. With both $0 contribution to 401k and $0 contribution to IRA for simplicity. Zip code is 94016. We're going to use the after-tax amount as our opportunity cost because that's the amount of money not going to your pocket if you choose to pursue Stanford MBA. So the opportunity cost is $155,600. Now let's see the tuition cost and living expenses. On their website, they have estimates for two groups, one for single students, the other for married students. We're going to use the amount for single students because most students are younger than the age of 30 and single. According to their website, for the first year MBA students for the academic year from September 13th, 2021 to June 9th, 2022, the cost of attendance is $119,964. We round it to $120K for our calculation. This includes $74,700 tuition and $34,800 living allowance. Normally there's no summer tuition and there's 3 months intern instead. So we're going to multiply it by 2 and get the total cost of $240K for the 2-year, which does not include the opportunity cost. We're also going to add the living expenses during the summer between the first year and the second year. Based on their number, my guess is about $11,600. So the total cost is $251,600. When we include the opportunity cost, the total cost would grow to $407,200. They said that they have need-based fellowships and financial assistance, which are not guaranteed, so we're not going to include them into our calculations. Instead, we're going to include the income from their summer internships to offset some costs. Because according to their report, about 83% of all students usually do summer internships. The median monthly base salary for summer internship is about $6,933. It's normally 3 months. So when we multiply it by 3, it's about $20,799. We'll round it to $20,800, which we can use to offset some of the costs. After tax, it's actually about $18,137. We round it to $18,100. So when we offset, the total cost is about $233,500, excluding opportunity cost. When you include the opportunity cost, it's about $389,100. Now let's figure out how long it takes to catch up your accumulative net income of when you don't pursue an MBA at Stanford. Instead, you stay at your current job, which we assume pays you about $110K. We're going to use 2% salary growth each year in either case. Here's the graph that I created for illustration. The blue line is when you choose not to pursue an MBA at all. Instead, stay at your current job. The orange line is when you go to Stanford for an MBA. The numbers that we use for calculation above are also used for this illustration. When you don't get a financial assistance at all for your MBA at Stanford, in terms of accumulative net income, it takes about 15 years to catch up yourself when you choose not to pursue an MBA. That's unbelievable, but it's the most likely result according to our calculations. Before you attending an MBA, you were earning $110K. After your MBA, you earn $156K. How is it possible to take 15 years to catch up in terms of net accumulative income? Well, that's because of the following 4 reasons. First is your total cost of MBA is about $240K for the 2 year. Second is your opportunity cost is about $156,600. These two together make a huge hole for you to fill up and catch up. Third is all costs are after tax, while your salary is before about 30% tax. Fourth is you pay more tax when you earn more. You pay 30% tax when you're earning $110K, but you pay 32.4% when you're earning $156K. Your salary grows to $145K from $110K at 15th year at 2%. When you don't have an MBA, you pay 32.2%. When your salary grows from $156K at MBA graduation to $198K at 15th year, at the same percent rise, you pay 34%. Let's imagine a second scenario. Let's assume you're wealthy and you have $240K cash in your hand. First choice is you spend all of it on Stanford MBA, which also costs 2 years of your life. Your second choice is you invest all of it into S&P 500 index stocks, which grew on average about 9% in the past many decades while you're working at your current job, which pays you $110K. Let's see under which choice you are more wealthy. Still, 2% salary rise in either case. As you can see from this graph that I created, your income after MBA never can catch up that from the other option. In fact, the difference between the two is enlarging as the time goes by. One is exponential curve, the other one is more or less like a line. A third scenario on top of this to imagine is that you invest certain percentage of your income into S&P 500 in either case. Same percentage on top of these conditions. Same question, under which condition are you more wealthy? Well, here's another new graph that I also created showing our predictions. We assume investing 20% of income in either case into S&P 500 with 9% yearly return like above. Both are exponential lines, but they never cross. That means your accumulative net income after your MBA can never catch that up without MBA. Similar to the previous one, the difference is getting bigger over time. So our conclusion is that unless you're funded by someone, sponsored by your company, or got a huge scholarship, or you got the one of the highest salary, which is multiple times larger than that before you go into the program, pursuing an MBA at Stanford does not make sense from financial perspective. Since the cost of attendance for MBA at top business schools are all comparable, it probably means that most MBA programs are not really worth doing, considering the cost. But don't get me wrong, the knowledge and the skills that you can learn from an MBA program is undeniably valuable. That's my thoughts, calculations, and conclusions. If you have any suggestions, comments, questions, leave them down below. I'll read and reply all of them, guaranteed. I'm not questioning the knowledge and skills that you can pick up at Stanford while you're doing MBA. It's just too expensive. The program is just too expensive. That's what I'm saying. There are many other much cheaper ways to earn this knowledge and skills, like reading books or watching YouTube channel like this. Alright, thank you very much. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to destroy the like button below and smash the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell for YouTube algorithm. As always, see you next time.